Hi, let's learn 10 idiomatic expressions from Class 10 textbook today. You will have more than 2 examples for each idiom. Pause the video and write down the example sentences if you want. Let's look at the first one here. The first one is have your own way or get your own way. So have your own way or get your own way. The meaning is to get or to have what you want, especially when someone else has tried to stop you. Okay, that's what happens between two brothers, two sisters, brother and sister. Look at the examples now. She always gets her own way in the end. She always gets her own way in the end. It means she always gets what she wants in the end. Maybe after a fight or after an argument or something like that. Another example. Don't let the children always get their own way. Don't let the children always get their own way. It means don't give children whatever they want every time. If you get used to such things, they'll be demanding more and more. One more example. My little brother always gets his own way. My little brother always gets his own way. It means he gets whatever he wants in the end. From the textbook, we have an example. Amelia is ready to do anything to get her own way. Amelia is ready to do anything to get her own way. To get whatever she wants, she is ready to do anything. Whether it can be a fight or whether it can be argument, verbal argument. Okay, that's about get your own way or have your own way. Let's look at the second expression. The second idiomatic expression is at a loss. At a loss. The meaning is confused and not know what to say or what to do. Sometimes we are at a loss. We don't know what to say. We don't know what to do. Okay, let's look at a few examples here. We are at a loss to understand his actions. We are at a loss to understand his actions. It means we cannot understand his actions. We are confused really. We don't know how to understand his actions. Okay, another example. Detectives are at a loss to explain the reason for his death. Detectives are at a loss to explain the reason for his death. It means detectives who tried to solve the puzzle about the murder case could not find the reason for his death. Okay. When her son finally left home, Emily felt completely at a loss. When her son finally left home, Emily felt completely at a loss. So she was unable to think, she was unable to know what to say or what to do. She was totally confused, at a loss. Okay, one more example. I am at a loss to explain what happened. It means I am confused. I don't know what to say now or what to do now. I am at a loss to explain what happened. Okay, let's look at the third one now. Third idiomatic expression. That is strike a hard bargain or drive a hard bargain. Remember, you can say anything there. Either strike or drive. So strike a hard bargain, drive a hard bargain. The meaning is to demand a lot or to refuse to give too much to the other person, especially when you are making an agreement with the other person. For example, two people want the same thing, maybe you and your friend, and you demand a lot of it, or maybe you refuse to give a lot to the other person, to your friend. And that's what we call driving a hard bargain. Now you can say, or let me put the meaning this way. If two people drive a hard bargain, they argue with determination in order to achieve a deal in favor of them, which is favorable to themselves. Okay, let's look at examples to understand this. He drove a hard bargain, but we finally made a deal. He drove a hard bargain. It means he demanded a lot at the beginning, but we finally made a deal which was favorable to both. Okay, another example. Amelia thinks Elizabeth would drive a hard bargain over the bureau. Amelia thinks Elizabeth would drive a hard bargain over the bureau. Let's look at the fourth idiomatic expression. That is ages. Ages. A-G-E-S. Of course, this is usually used with the preposition for and say for ages. Okay, ages means a very long time. A very long time. And if you add for before that, it becomes for a very long time. Look at examples here. I waited for ages. It means I waited for a long time. Another one. It's been an age since we have seen them. Or you can say it's been ages since we have seen them. It means we saw them long time ago, and since then we have never seen him. That's quite a long time. That's a very long time. It's been ages since we have seen them. Or it's been an age since we have seen them. One more example. It's ages since we have played that game. We played that game when we were young or when we were children. It's ages since we have played that game. One more. It's ages since I had a haircut. Of course, I've had a haircut very recently, but if I haven't had a haircut for a very long time, I can say it's ages since I had a haircut. Okay, that's about the fourth expression, ages. Now, next one is get rid of somebody or something. Get rid of somebody or something. It means to remove or throw away something that you don't want, that you don't want to have. It might be a person, it might be a thing. Or it has another meaning as well. To sell an old or unwanted possession. For example, I have a watch, actually an old watch, and I want to get rid of it. It means that I want to sell this so that I can buy a new one. I don't want this any longer. So that's getting rid of. And if I can sell this one, I can say, finally, I could get rid of my old watch. Means I could sell that unwanted watch. Okay, let's look at examples here. Finally, we got rid of all the old furniture. Finally, we got rid of all the old furniture. It means we sold all the pieces of furniture and we got rid of them. Okay, another example. It's time we got rid of all these old toys. We have many old toys and we have always wanted to throw them away. We have always wanted to get rid of, but we haven't done it yet. It's time we got rid of all these old toys. One more example. Governments should be encouraged to get rid of all nuclear weapons. That's how we can have peace. Governments should be encouraged to get rid of all nuclear weapons. Okay. Now, let's look at the sixth idiomatic expression, that is set foot in. Easy to understand. Set foot in. It means to enter or visit a place. To enter a place or to visit a place. Let me give you examples. Elizabeth said she would never set foot in Amelia's house. Elizabeth said that she would never set foot in Amelia's house. It means she said that she would never visit Amelia's house again. And one more example. He refuses to set foot in an art gallery. He refuses to set foot in an art gallery. Means he refuses to visit an art gallery. Maybe he's not interested, or maybe he had a bitter experience there. Okay, let's look at the seventh idiomatic expression, that is at length. At length. It means for a very long time. For a long time. Let me give you examples. We have already discussed this matter at great length. We have already discussed this matter at great length. It means we have already discussed this matter for a long time. One more example. He told me at length about his new job. He told me at length, means for a long time, about his new job. Maybe he gave me all the details because he is excited about his new job. He told me at length about his new job. One more example. The young people spoke at length about their experiences. The young people spoke at length. The young people spoke at length means the young people spoke for a very long time about their experiences. They are excited. One more. They spoke at length, reviewing the entire incident or recalling the entire incident. They talked about the incident for a long time, at length. They spoke at length, reviewing the entire incident. Now let's move to the eighth expression, that is take by surprise. Take by surprise. It means to shock or surprise somebody. To shock somebody or to surprise somebody. And if you take an example from the lesson, we can have this one. Abel Merriweather took them by surprise by coming down the stairs. They thought he was dead, but he came down the stairs and surprised them. It means took them by surprise. Abel Merriweather took them by surprise by coming down the stairs. One more example. The question took her by surprise. It means she did not expect that question from that person. The question took her by surprise. The sudden noise took her by surprise. She did not expect that noise, and there was this sudden noise, and she was surprised. Took her by surprise. It means the sudden noise surprised her or shocked her. Okay, let's move to the ninth one here. The ninth idiomatic expression is give way. Give way. Please remember, this is not give away, this is give way. It has several meanings, but I took the meaning from the lesson, from the context. The meaning is to become emotional, to be controlled by emotional feelings. It can be any emotion, anger or jealousy or something. To become emotional. Let me give you examples here. When she heard the bad news, she gave way and cried. When she heard the bad news, she gave way. It means she became emotional and cried. One more example. I told him that he won a lottery worth $10,000. He gave way and hugged me immediately. He became emotional. He could not control himself and he hugged me. Let me read the example again. I told him that he won a lottery worth $10,000 and he gave way and hugged me. Okay, that's it. Now let's move to the last one, the final one. On purpose. On purpose. It means not by accident, but deliberately. See here, when you do something deliberately, you do it because you want to do it. Okay, now on purpose. Example sentence. He slammed the door on purpose. It means he closed the door with a bang, making a big sound. He slammed the door on purpose. I mean, it was not just an accident. He wanted to do it and he did it on purpose. He slammed the door on purpose. Next one. He did it on purpose, knowing it would annoy her. Maybe he wanted to annoy her. It was his intention. He wanted to do it. He did it on purpose. Okay. One more example to conclude this. I didn't do it on purpose. It was just an accident. I didn't do it on purpose. It was just an accident. Okay, that's about it in this video. I hope you have understood every idiomatic expression I have explained here. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.